Picking up from where we left off, basically last time. You can probably tell there's a few more bits on this than last time. So we got the arms, all these details, the smoke. I'll probably do a little bit of work on the wings as well today. I guess you could kind of call it details. It's more just getting everything to a basic standard before I do anything. Hey, hey, Mango, welcome in, guys. Indeed, oh my goodness, hi everyone. And yeah, is this painting today? I hope everyone's doing well. It's good to see you all. Yeah, it's kind of just kind of continuing on the work. Like it's going to be a lot of different things. It's going to be quite a lot of details, but also a lot of just basic work. I don't have a huge amount of time today for stream because I've got some people coming over to the house, sadly. So I'm keen to get started. But I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Oh my goodness.
Inserting more heart coins for some more stream time, D.
Oh, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. I didn't see if the alert came up properly. But yeah, one of the things that I was working on earlier this week, I changed all my alerts over to Twitch alerts. So things are a little wonky. I apologize. But I hope they're working. Wonky is my middle name. We have the same middle name. Jinxie the wonky streamer heretic. But yeah. It's been a week. I can't believe it's already Sunday. Feels like this week has gone way too fast. It's Cookie Thief. Ooh, we got cookies in the. What kind of cookies? Salmon puncher. I don't know. I like Cookie Thief. Cookie Thief's a good name. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been streaming as much as I had hoped this week. But some stuff came up that needed to be dealt with. Unfortunately, kind of took away any time that I would have had for streaming or catching up. No more cookies until Friday? Oh. Have you tried making them yourself, Indy? Cookies are supposedly simple to make, but I can't seem to get them right. Mine never turn out how I want them to. I think my oven runs too hot for cookies to work properly. I love the comfy emote. Indy. Okay. So yeah, at the moment I'm going to focus on getting colors blocked out, I think. I probably won't have time for much more today, but we'll get kind of the base colors done, and I might be able to detail some of the wings a bit more. And then hopefully next week I'll be able to get a bit more done. Unfortunately, this week kind of got taken up by appointments and things like that, so my week off ended up being extremely busy. But, you know, that's life sometimes. I hope everyone else has had a good week, or a good weekend at least. Okay. So at the moment it's just getting the smoke kind of painted up. To see an interesting twist on a normal pizza. Oh, what's that then, Indy? I'm always interested to hear about pizza ideas. So I'm just gonna kind of work my way through the bits that are not yet base coated. I'm going to try and keep it relatively tidy. But it will be a little bit messy because, you know, the first layer, and also my hands are not very cooperative today. My hands are being a bit dumb and not doing exactly what I want them to. So to use your base, you boil potato skins and mash them into a circle. Interesting. It sounds like something that I would consider trying at a restaurant, but I wouldn't necessarily make it myself, if that makes sense. Sounds like a lot more work than a regular potato base. A regular pizza base would be. That could be nice. You could probably get something similar by just putting pizza toppings on a batch of regular fries. It sounds like it'd be pretty good though, Indy. Yeah, cheese, tomato, potato, they all work well together as flavors. So yeah, at the moment I'm just filling in armor. The main armor color that we're having. Bearing in mind, none of this has got any highlights, any layers, anything like that. It's just the base colors. It's just primer and base coated. Potato can match with nearly anything. Absolutely. Potatoes are great. Who doesn't love potato? That's the thing, you could do that with different varieties of potato as well. It wouldn't just have to be regular potato, you could do like a sweet potato base, and then maybe add like more barbecue flavors on the toppings. This is a spad. I'm excited. I'm growing potatoes for the first time this year. In my little balcony garden, I've got a bag of potatoes growing. So I'll be really interested to see how they turn out. I've never grown potatoes before. It's pretty cool. Never ready in the autumn. And I think pizza fries would definitely be a thing. Smashed spuds? Yeah. I like roasted potatoes the best. They're my favourite to do. Slice them up with, put them with some like herbs, some garlic, some olive oil. Have a plate full of them on their own, or with something like chicken or a salad. Even just chop a little bit of bacon in there while you're roasting them. So good. So simple, but so good. I just do that for lunch. Sounds like a good idea, Sinku. Sinku? Hipsu. My goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm not fully awake yet. I apologize. That does sound good, Hipsu. You should definitely get some food. It's a little bit early for me. I don't normally eat much in the mornings, if at all. And it's not even 10 a.m. yet here, so. Oh, it's a bit past 10 now, actually. So I probably won't eat till after stream because I'm just not hungry in the mornings. I have to put this thing down. It's spiking my hands too much. Meet me. Hey, Bunch. Welcome in. You volunteering as snack tribute. My desk is a little crowded at the moment, so you might hear the odd clattering when I put stuff down. It's just me trying to make room. Also, I realized I never did the side of the wings last week, so I'll have to do those at some point. Pizza face? I'm guessing you're not a fan, Bunch? Bunch is a pizza purist. Whereas I'm far too much of a hobbit to say no to potatoes. I'm with Samwise on that one. You can't beat a good potato. Oh my goodness.
Chai_08 just resubscribed for 52 months. Boil em mash em stick em in a stew.
Hey, Shay, welcome in. Thank you so much for 52 months. That is incredible. And I just realized I changed the alerts on my regular gaming scene, but I didn't on these. So these are still the audio, the old stuff. I'm sorry for the confusion there. The new alerts will be on the next stream because I can't switch them over while I'm midstream. I knew I forgot to do something when I set them up. But Chaya, thank you so much for 52 months. That is a very long time. A very long time. I hope you're doing well. Tuberosum? Is that the Latin name? I don't actually know the Latin for potato, but tuberosum would make sense. All I'm doing is just basically redrawing in this detail. I'm still not 100% satisfied with how the wings look, but I do think they look a bit better than they did last week. All I did was put another coat of contrast on in between streams. But this time I gave it time between each layer to dry fully before I added the next layer. So, you know, I added the purple, then waited a couple of hours, then added the next colour, then the next colour. And I think that gave a much better final result. Unfortunately, I did have to wait like a couple of hours between each layer, so I naturally can't really do that on stream. Still making progress on them. That's the thing, I don't mind putting a lot into the wings. Excuse me. Because they are such a big and dominating aspect of this model. It makes sense to put a lot of energy into them. a little bit too much on the brush there. So I have to do it the other way than I was planning. That's alright. I need to break out the black contrast paint anyway. But this fluff that I'm painting at the moment, I wanted to have a sort of black and white gradient to it almost. Didn't quite work. That's okay. There's more than one way to do it, so I'm not too worried that I couldn't do it right first try. In fact, it does make it slightly easier. Apologise for any outside noises coming through. The outside world does not respect my need for a bit of peace and quiet on Sundays. You having fun with Apex, Indy? I know you do play it from time to time, but I don't know a lot about Apex. I haven't played it myself. Okay, match. Noodle Boy and Spicy Chicken. Good names. I'm glad. I'm glad you had fun. I do think arcade mode is a good thing. It's good to have a mode that is very firmly non-competitive in any game that has a competitive element to it. Like, if you're going to have a competitive or ranked mode, have one that is very, you know, very explicitly not for competitive people as well. Otherwise you risk just putting people off playing. It's my 2 cents anyway. Not everyone wants to compete. I'm probably not gonna play Overwatch 2. My main interest in it was the PvE stuff, so hearing that they took it out and have stopped considering it as part of the development is a bit disappointing. I'm sure they had good reasons, but they haven't shared them with the general public, so Thinking about Canadian foods. Ooh, which ones are you looking forward to? You got any that are particularly high on your list, Indy? Canada's got some great food. I haven't been myself, but I have family over in Canada. I used to bring back snacks and things like that when I was very young. It's fair. Like, I'm not going to judge anyone for the games they play. You want to play it for yourself? Go for it. It's just not for me. I am not the target audience for that game anymore. And that's fair. That's fine. Everyone else enjoys their time with it. I'm not sure. Ibrina? Poutine, Tim Hortons, yes. I've been told that getting good poutine and good Tim Hortons is also a thing that you have to do if you visit Canada. I'm trying to think if there's any that I've heard of that you would need to try. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But a lot of the cities are really good for food. Like Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, all got really good food scenes. I'm annoyed at myself for not taking advantage of Melbourne's food scene a bit more when I was there last time. Because Melbourne's like world renowned for its food. So that's something I'm going to have to change when I go back. More progress on that one. Cheesecake Factory menu. Oh my goodness. Cheesecake Factory menus are intimidating. There's so much on there. At least there was, because there was one I went to in America, and I swear the menu was like 8 or 9 pages long. But yeah, branching out is a good thing. Trying new things is good for you. I'm someone who has spent a lot of my life taking the safe choice. And I kind of regret it now. I don't know. I regret not being more adventurous when I was younger, and I had more opportunities to make mistakes. Safe choice is not always the best choice. Especially low risk mistakes. Like picking the wrong thing on a menu. If you pick something that you've never tried before on a menu, you might end up hating it, but you might end up finding a dish that you absolutely love that you would have never thought to have otherwise. 2025. I'd love that indie. 2025 is looking more and more likely now. So at the end of the month, I should hit my savings goal for the flights, which it will make me extremely happy because that's a big milestone, as I'm sure you know for your Canadian adventure savings. Like just being able to save enough to get you there. And I'm also going to be paying off one of my biggest debts. Because while I'm saving for an international trip, I'm also trying to pay off debt, which is insanity, to be honest, but I never do things the easy way, apparently. But yeah, 2025, I'm hoping to stay for at least 2 weeks, if not longer. And yeah, I'm basically I'm going to be in Melbourne the entire time. I'm going to try and stay in or very close to the CBD so I can do a lot more exploring. And just, like you said, do things like wander around and find some coffee shops or, grab lunch at a bakery and eat a picnic lunch by the river one day. Just kind of watch what's going on there. That sort of stuff. Then across New Zealand to Surprise Claire, I'd love that. I'm looking at flight options because there is a flight that goes from the UK and stops over in Auckland. But I also promised my partner that we'd go to New Zealand together. So I don't know about that. But I do want to see Claire. I think I'm going to focus on saving up for Melbourne first before I think about adding any side trips. That's a big enough challenge as it is. But I think part of why I'm doing a bit. It's a big multi-year financial plan I'm working through. Part of why I'm doing it this way is so that in the future it's going to take me less time to save up, because I'll have less outgoings. So if you're paying less in bills or whatever, then obviously you've got more money to put aside. And if you've got more money to put aside, you've got more money to spend on big, expensive international trips. Instead of taking me 5 or 6 years to save up the money and funds to go again, it might only take me a couple of years. That's the goal, anyway. And then eventually I want to start looking at, maybe doing some short working visas and seeing what it's like living there long term. Assuming, of course, that I continue to love Melbourne as much as I did the first time. But that's obviously like a long way off. And then it would be things like taking trips over with my partner to see if my partner likes it. These sorts of things can't be rushed. And right now I'm just focusing on getting through things, working the plan, so to speak. But I really can't wait for PAX 2025 to roll around. I miss my friends. It's been too long. And in the shorter term, I'm making sure that I can work a few treats in for myself. My partner and I were looking at maybe doing a weekend away at some point. Just somewhere quiet and where you can go on some hikes and, have barbecues and just kind of get out of the town more than anything. More for a change of scenery than anything else. Hopefully we'll be able to do that as well. Meantime, I got these guys to work on. I don't know. I'd love to get to the point where I'm able to travel regularly. I feel like that's a point where you've made it. I love the idea of being able to travel a lot. It definitely feels like a luxury thing. I hope everyone's got something like that that they're looking forward to. Whether it's a holiday or just, something that you enjoy. It's good to have stuff to work towards. At least I find it helps having a goal. Even if it's just a small one. I'm not very good at doing things just because I need a target to aim for. Otherwise, I don't do very well. So you'll quite often hear me say like, this is why we're doing this thing today when I'm streaming. Even with games like Stardew Valley, they kind of don't have an end. I'm like, I want to do this today. Like, I want to get to winter season, or I want to get all of the base painting done before the end of stream. Excuse me. It just helps to have something like that to focus on for me. Stops me getting distracted too much. It's also why I'm talking a lot about things like saving up and getting healthier and things like that. Because by saying them out loud and saying them to you guys, I know you will help hold me accountable if I screw it up. I don't want to let you guys know. Hey, welcome with us. Good to see you. I'm alright, thank you. How's about yourself? How's your weekend going? Just talking about like goals and things like that. I was saying that I talk about them a lot on stream so that I can at least sort of convince myself with the whole, well, I've told everyone that I'm going to do it, so now I gotta do it. Kind of thing. It's harder to back down from a challenge when you've told a load of people that you're going to do it. Especially when that load of people happen to be some of your favorite people on the planet. Alright, I'm trying to stay awake. Aw. Why do you have to stay awake? Go to bed if you're tired. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly that. I'd much rather say I tried and it didn't work out than say I gave up before even trying. Especially when I've told a bunch of people that I'm going to do it. That's why I was like, I'm gonna go and to PAX at this time. I was very like, this is what's happening. And I'm going to tell everyone about it because then everyone's gonna ask me how it's going and, you know, what the plan is and all this sort of thing, and it forces me to actually commit to it and do it. I'm basically peer pressuring myself into doing things. But hey, it works, right? That's why people join groups for weight loss or quitting smoking or whatever. It's a different form of peer pressure. Arguably. And that's not me trying to belittle them at all. They're effective. Because you have that group behind you. Basically just trying to work out all the different colors on this. You can probably tell from last time, there's quite a few bits that have been added to this model since the last time it was on stream. I basically finished assembling it more or less. Which has made it infinitely more difficult to paint, but also means that, you know, I can actually start working on more complex bits of painting soon. Yeah, I can start looking at the layers and the highlights and start planning where they're going to go and all that jazz. I think I've got all the cloak. There's a lot of different cloak bits that have been added. So So I'm just kind of trying to see where they've all sat. Making sure that they've all got a bit of purple on them. Perfect, just bear with me a second. I gotta stretch my hands out. Self-care checkpoints have basically been put in so that I don't let my hands cramp up during painting streams. And they at least remind me to stretch. This bit. Some paint on this here scythe. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, the aim is to kind of get a base layer down on all of the parts that I've added. So that they've at least got a basic colour on them. It's not even tabletop standard, it's like pre-tabletop. But maybe if you desperately needed the unit for a home game, you'd paint it to this sort of level that I'm doing. The best way I can describe it is kind of like your first draft paint. First painting draft. Kind of want to finish that today. I'm not sure I'm going to get all the Nurglings done for that, but I think I'll get most of the colour done. Most of the big sections of colour should be done soon. I hope everyone's having a chill weekend. I hope everyone's got something to look forward to next week. Even if it's just as simple as, pizza dinner or finishing work early one night. It's always worth having something to look forward to. I'm going to be starting to plan charity streams next week because there's some charity streams coming up in June. For WWF. So I'm going to be planning those, checking out some potential games for some one-off streams. And hopefully beating that damn bear in Long Dark. The bear and I have some unfinished business. So I think the entire side is going to be bronze for now. And I think I'll detail in some like silvery bits. And then weather the whole thing down. So it looks super worn and ancient rather than quite bright and shiny at the moment. And like a newly minted Mortarion at the moment is really strange. I'm so used to seeing, you know, ultra grimy or weathered and tarnished and just battered looking paint schemes. It's kind of odd to see a bright and colourful, unweathered Mortarion. Not necessarily bad, just odd. Kind of funny YouTube shot where they wanted to bait her chat into reaction. Oh, that's evil on the chat's part, but also kind of great. I love how people react to food opinions. Sometimes people just get so defensive of their food preferences. For example, pineapple on pizza. That's always a good one if you want to start basically World War III in the chat. But that's good. I like the sound of that community. Indeed. Weapons are going to be base coated in bronze, I think. For now. Just so that we've got a good sense of what's there and what we need to do with them. Best way to agree for content is just not give them content. Yeah, true. Most of it is just meme. It is. It's still funny though. And some people genuinely do get really intense about specific food choices. The pineapple on pizza thing is just the obvious one I can think of, but there are others. Whereas I just like food, so I'm open-minded to trying most things. Apart from pickles on pizza. It's fine. I kind of don't mind the harmless memes like that. It's when they get a bit out of control that it starts becoming a problem. It's a very fine line with memes in general. I don't know. I'm still very like hesitant to claim that I'm a content creator. Still very hesitant to sort of acknowledge this is more than just a hobby that I spend too much time on. So I don't know how much I can speak for creating content on the internet. But that's kind of irrelevant anyway. I'm still gonna be here doing this. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna finish off these chains. And I might have to call it there, unfortunately. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have a huge amount of time today. As much as I'd like to keep going. We've got folks coming over to the house, and the house is going to be noisy. So I won't have the quiet I need to actually paint and stream. But you know. So I gotta go do the thing where I'm social and stuff. But I'm hoping I can do more next week. I'm hoping things are a little bit more back to normal next week so I can kind of... I need to get back into a routine. I'm so hardly out of routine from getting sick and then taking holiday. That everything's kind of gone sideways a bit. So I want to get back into a routine again. Which sounds like the most boring thing ever. It very much feels like the, oh god, I really am old now type things. But it does help. So moving back to routine and back to scheduling. Maybe no unexpected surprises pop up. I can just kind of get back to it next week. plan anyway. Back to regularly scheduled things actually happening on time. We'll see. Yep, so I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but your emotes are super cute. I really do like your emotes. I kind of just want to get back to normal. So I'm hoping I can do that next week. Just get through the rest of May without any more nasty shocks. Have I achieved the everything, or near enough everything, base coated? I think once I do these, I have. Not all the details are fleshed out, but for a first draft, I think that works. For a first draft, we're looking at something like this. For Mortarion. Progress so far. We're slowly getting there. It's definitely starting to look like more of a cohesive model. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for today, I think, because, like I said, I don't have much time, unfortunately. But I'll be back next week. I'll hopefully be able to do some longer streams, but I can't promise anything right now. There's so much up in the air. Yeah, thank you all very much for joining me. I don't really have anything else to go over today, so thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate the company. The bits and the resubs, always far too kind. But I especially appreciate the company. Thank you. Yeah, it's still got a bit of work to go, but yeah, that's kind of the whole point of these. They take a long time. I'm glad you like it. Thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now, folks.